How is everyone doing in this fine night of March, April, February? I am joined by Ruth Igas, and we're gonna jump into the next game of the finals, potentially the last match point for Masa. Stayed 2 games away. The score is 3-2, and this is the Enders game on Blu-ray, sponsored by Lionsgate and brought to you by MLG and Game On. It's been quite a ride, so I'm happy you guys have joined us for that. I hope you enjoy the casting, I hope you enjoy the production from Rob, and everything about the tournament. So if you have any feedback for future tournaments, do let us know. Also, on a happy note for you guys, I guess, there's 20% off on this headset, and it's only until today, so you have a couple more hours. I'm not sure if they go by AST or PST, actually.
PST, their office is in LA.
Their office is in LA, so it's probably PST. So you have a few more hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 3 hours-ish to take advantage of this. All you have to do to get 20% on this beautiful headset is go to thermaltakeusa.com and then click on Shop TT Esports and find the headset. The headset is the Kronos Combat White or Black. There are 2 colors to it. They're both very cool. And you put the code GAMEON. So with the code GAMEON, when you buy the headset, you will receive a 20% discount off of it. It's not usual that TT Sports does this sort of thing, so don't expect much of it past this, and take advantage of it. It's gonna be 48 bucks instead of 60. Probably worth it. If you're looking for a headset, go ahead and do that. And if you're looking for a movie to watch, of course, Ender's Game on Blu-ray. What a movie. I watched it, I enjoyed it. Did you watch it?
No, I only read the book, I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's excellent.
It is excellent. So for this final game, the map is going to be not the final game, potentially. It's going to be Yansu. I keep saying the final game. That's
well, Masa's on match point, championship point.
Yeah, that's yeah. So team owner and me speaking, I suppose. It's heartbreaking either way. I suppose State's a close friend. I like him very much. So if he wins, I'll be really happy for him as well.
Even though he's a traitor.
Even though he's not a traitor. Yeah, speculation aside, I think like one of the main reasons we had to, like, his contract expired, and basically he is living in Korea right now. He wants to stick around Korea. NA, as you can probably infer, is Root's main focus, and State is living at the Prime House. Plans to stay in Korea and wants a Korean team to support him overseas. So hopefully he finds a good team, as he is a fantastic player. If you're watching, you should definitely pick him up. And he's spawning as the pink Protoss at the top right of Yansu. And at the bottom left of Yansu, we have the purple Terran player from Root Gaming, Masita, which Rob is not. Okay, there we go. So
he's purple now. He was red and orange. He just keeps jumping around all the colors.
Well, you gotta figure out which color suits you best.
Like State's happy with his pink. He's been pink all
If I was
tournament.
to theory craft a little bit.
Oh.
QXC is usually the purple Protoss, or the purple Terran. So maybe Masa picking purple here is a sign that he wants to do some QXC-ish strategies.
Well, he's opening Reaper.
Does QXC open Reaper?
All the Terrans open Reaper. Okay. So he's playing like QXC already.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, this is a pretty standard build for Masa here. It's what he's been doing for the most part, except last time he tried to do those cute proxies. Didn't quite work out well for him, but they did in the first series against State. So if you want to check that build out, it's quite an amazing build. It was really fun to watch, and I think that was game 2 of their series, and the VODs should be on YouTube. If you want to check that out, go to gameon.gg, click on VODs, and find it, as all our VODs are ready and available shortly after the...
State moved that probe in too early.
Yeah.
Like, okay, like you want to hide that probe, not just to disrupt the SCV making the command center, but you can run it into the main, and you'll know 100% if he's going into, like, factory or additional racks.
Right.
But you want to wait until the Reaper is, like, about halfway across the map before you send the probe in.
Yeah, just an error in timing, I suppose.
Yeah,
because the Reaper was so close that it just...
I mean, it's like one probe, and you might be able to scout the mothership core later. It's not... Well, he's lost 2 probes now, so it's almost something of a deal.
Yeah, throughout the entire tournament, Masa has been having incredible Reaper control.
Yeah, his Reapers have slain many probes.
Yeah. and Zerglings when he played against Zerg. And drones, I mean. He played against Kane earlier. That was a really fun series to watch. I think he won 3-1, and that's what got him here. While State defeated Major with a score of 3-2. Equally impressive, so we're having a really strong finals here.
Yeah, State's really, like, he thinks PVT is his worst matchup. Like, he's always telling me, oh, my last 30 PVTs, I'm 10-20.
Mm-hmm.
And I think...
Yeah,
State,
being able to defeat Major on that matchup and making it this close against Masa, I think... it's
like, if this is his weakest matchup, I don't want to see his other two.
Indeed. Pretty
They're
disgusting.
probably so good. They would melt my brain. Okay, so Masa's doing something interesting. He's going for a combat shields push. I think this is something Illusion does, and I know Masa and Illusion, they work together on a lot of builds.
Yep.
And a lot of cute little timings.
Yeah, definitely.
And this, I think, I've never actually seen it, but I know this is a thing that Illusion likes to do sometimes. It's just a little combat shield push.
Yeah, both Illusion and Masa play pretty similar styles, especially in TVZ and TVP, I suppose. I don't know about TVT, but they're extremely aggressive players who have the ability to macro just fine, like pretty damn well. So they're really, really dangerous because of this. You never know what to expect when you face them. And yeah, it looks like Masa is gonna go across the map. Is he gonna be happy forcing a photon overcharge? Is that the goal?
I'm not sure how much this push wants to do, but the factory does seem a bit delayed, and Stim will be delayed. But
he
only has one stalker.
No,
he has two stalkers.
Either.
Wow.
This
could be crippling.
Is this a flaw that Masa has
He's lost the
identified?
mothership core.
Oh my god.
No,
that's
you can't.
Huge.
That's probably game. Like, that's probably it.
Really?
Yes, he has one warp. He has one warp gate.
Pulling probes now. This is awful for State. He's definitely gonna do so much damage, if not end the game outright. I think that Masa may be read into State not making sentries when he does this build or something like that. That was really impressive.
He needed one sentry to block the ramp
and photon overcharge.
But like, this is such an unusual timing.
Yes.
Do this one on the ladder, folks.
Yeah. So very unfortunate for State. This is definitely not the game 5 or the last game that he wanted. But Masa must be getting the chills right now. He's so close to victory. State not even moving.
Yeah, there we go.
That's gonna be GG. And Masa is the champion of the MLG Game On Ender's Game on Bluray Invitational. Quite the anticlimactic game.
Yeah.
I gotta say that was probably the worst, or I don't know if to call it the worst, but probably the worst game.
It was the least interesting.
The
like,
least.
He just bopped him. He just bopped him.
Yeah, it was
he just
a very
got some
interesting
units,
timing.
walked forward. State's vision was everywhere.
Just really unfortunate for
like
State.
State could see all the rest of the map except where Master's units were, and he just bopped that nerd.
Yeah, pretty unfortunate game for State, but Masa, with a 4-2 victory, is crowned the champion of the MLG Game On Invitational. Follow him at Root Masa, by the way. State is State SC2. So follow them both on Twitter and let them know how great they are. Because Masa is the kind of person that is incredibly talented, but you know, sometimes he feels a little bit
kind
lost.
of
he's always the underdog. He's never had the recognition that I think he deserves as a player. So let him know that
recognize him.
You know how good he is. Because that was amazing. And
yeah, and every game like of that tournament, every game of that series, I mean, he was always doing something different.
Yeah, he's a man with 1,000 builds.
Like a lot of the time, it was like a lot of subtle differences, but they were there. Like in,
yeah.
He also, I think he was going command center first a couple times because State, like he identified State doesn't really like to probe scout Terran. That's a good time to go command center first. Smart play by Masa.
Very smart play by Masa. And yeah, as a team owner, I am obviously incredibly happy. I think this was the finals that I could have hoped for. State very recently departing our team and pretty much being a member of our family, and then Masa to take it. One of the players that has been on Root for a long time and really deserves the recognition that I hope this tournament will bring him. So follow him on Twitter at RootMasa, and that also means that Masa will be the champion and by proxy will be playing the show match against the other winner of the other tournament, and that is also from Root Gaming, Minigun,
That's
who in the
tough for
finals
Masa.
took down another teammate, Rude Estrella. So I'm really happy. But yeah, that's gonna be good, and it's gonna be casted by Rotterdam and Mr. Bitter. I am not sure about the exact dates, but keep an eye on Twitter and on Reddit. That will be casted again by Rotterdam and Mr. Bitter. It will be produced by Well Played, and it will be on Twitch. So check out those games as well. Once again, thank you very much to Lionsgate, the sponsor of the tournament, and everyone go watch Ender's Game on Blu-ray. With that, I am Root Cats and Rob from production, Stephen Bonnell II, aka Destiny, and of course Root Iagus. Thanks everyone, and MLG. We will see you next time.